Y'all better buckle up for this one. It's going to be a good topic. It's going to be entertaining. It's going to be fascinating. And we got some facts to bring to the table here. When we talk about signs from the universe, which is just nature, which is just things being how they really are, that's what we're going to speak about. We're going to speak about signs from the universe that somebody is meant to be in your life naturally, energetically. Nothing can stop it type of stuff. It's like you want this person so damn bad. That person wants you so damn bad. You come together like glue. It's just like boom. Like you want them more than anything. They want you more than anything type of stuff. If you feel you were keeping tabs on a certain particular person for a while, they were keeping tabs on you for a certain type of while. You stay single, they stay single. You might have options right now. They might have options right now, but they stay single. You stay single. You're both keeping an eye on each other for whatever reason. You might not be in the best places right now in life to date each other. So you're both kind of waiting it out type thing, right? That is a huge sign right there that the universe wants you guys to be together. Like you just know for a fact they are your best option. You are their best option. It's a match made in heaven. You could get someone else. You could get somebody else. They could definitely get somebody else as well. But it's like you guys just want each other so damn bad that the universe is just going to make it happen. This is probably the biggest sign. And another sign from the universe that somebody is meant to be in your life as you think about them at least once every single day. And it's definitely more than once. If you think about a person at least every day, you probably think about them more than at least once every day. Let's just be honest. I've been there with people where I've thought about people every single day at least once. They just so happen to pop up into your mind. You would really enjoy to be with the person. We've all been there. And if you guys say otherwise, you're probably lying unless you're a hermit or some shit like that. Because there's usually people we at least think about it like that we might have a special bond with at least once a day. At least. So that's another huge sign that somebody's meant to be in your life. The universe is most likely going to make that happen at some point down the road, if not very soon. Something to keep an eye on. And some things too, just, you could definitely think about somebody and something's just not meant to be. Life, the universe, things are very crazy sometimes. Things are very unpredictable. There's people I thought I'm for sure meant to be with this person. Didn't happen. And there's things that happen so damn fast that you didn't see it coming from a hole in the wall. And things can happen. Things can change very fast. You can meet somebody at any given time. You could meet somebody tomorrow that could change your life. You could meet somebody in a year, 2 years, 5 years from now that could completely change your life. People come, people go. Life's unpredictable. The relationships, personally, that I was in throughout my life, very unpredictable. There were so many different ladies that I was with at certain times in my life. And it just continues to be random, and it continues to be that way. So, at the end of the day, you're not going to completely know what's meant to be. You're just going to get little subtle signs. And sometimes you're not going to be right. Sometimes you could think for sure, like, wow, like, I just know this is going to happen. Like, I really feel this is meant to be. And then all of a sudden, it doesn't come to fruition. Because there's something else that's about to come that's actually meant to be. You can get tricked. The universe can even trick you up. It tricked me up many times. And sometimes you can't even understand why certain things are happening. Because the universe is tricking you. That's the thing. It's tricky shit. People come, people go. Some people stay for a while, then they go. You can even come and go yourself. You stay for a while, you go. But at the end of the day, everything happens for a reason. We meet people for a reason. We get with people for a reason. There's a reason for every season. There's a reason for every connection. There's a reason for every bond, every relationship. Learning lessons is very important. I've had many bonds with many different females for 3 months straight. Ended. A year straight. Ended. For a month or two straight. Ended. All different times. Some people are just not meant to. You're not meant to continue on with some people. It's the universe testing you. It's the universe telling you these signs. You could also meet the right person at the wrong time. There's so many variables that play a factor. So I could tell you guys every sign in the book. You're really not going to know it until you know it. Until you're really with that person legitimately and you know it's going through. You know it, they know it. You guys are making serious plans. You're proceeding in life. Things of this nature. So, in actuality, you're not going to know it until you know it. But there are signs for sure. There are signs. It might not be it still. So, it's a crazy thing. Who knows what is meant to be and what is not? There's many questions about my own existence here. Who knows what's really meant to be? I have my own ideas myself right now of how things will play out and who it's going to play out with. A lot of things go on behind the scenes. There's a lot of things going on all the time in my life. But we're not going to know it until we know it. There's little signs. Things go on behind the scenes. And who knows? You could end up meeting some. You could end up meeting some foreigner. You could end up being with somebody in a different country. You could meet someone in a different province, in a different state, in a different continent. You really don't know. You could end up marrying somebody from your hometown. You don't know. You can have ideas, but you will not know it until you know it for real. The universe tries to speak with you and tell you things all the time. And not everything the universe, gives you maybe these signs. You can just get wrong ideas sometimes of what it's trying to tell you. That's also a normal thing. Me personally, I've always listened to my intuition on things. And it's usually always right 100% of the time. There's people I could have gotten back with that I used to be with in the past. And when it presented itself, my intuition told me no. This ain't it. This don't feel right. This ain't it. You're much better than this now. You're much greater than this now. This just isn't it. It didn't feel right. It did not feel natural. It did not feel authentic. It felt to me like if I would have went back to this past person, it would not have ended well at all. That's exactly what I felt. I felt if I was to do it, it would have been forced. There was nothing in me that actually wanted to do it. Nothing. It felt forced. I can't say it felt forced, but it would have felt forced. That's what my intuition told me. I turned it down. I did not want that no more. I did not want that nothing. I didn't want that cake, dog. Did not want it. And I made the right decision, and I know for a fact I made the right decision. And sometimes when you make those decisions, there could be one little thing in your head telling you do this. You cannot do that, bro. If your intuition is stronger than that little tiny thing in your head telling you maybe you should, go with your intuition. Always. Some people will take whatever the hell they can get. And I mean whatever they can get. I am the least person like that. There's so many things I could have had that I didn't take. There's many girls I could have even slept with and got with. When they're asking me questions when I'm out and about and things are going on and I'm telling them, no, I'm not single, I got a girlfriend. Because I don't want to reject them. I don't want to make them think and feel insecure and be like, oh, he just doesn't want me. I could be ugly, I could be bad looking, I could be this, I could be that. I don't want to put those questions in these ladies' heads. So I just say something that, it might be a lie, but sometimes you kind of got to do that shit if you want to not make people feel bad. And I kind of told the truth in a way, because I didn't say, yeah, I'm in a committed relationship. I'd tell them like, yeah, I'm kind of talking to somebody right now and stuff like that, which isn't a complete lie, because I do talk to people, but I definitely was still single. Could have done it if I wanted to. Could have smashed. But I turned things down, bro. I listened to my intuition. There was also nights, not recently, but in the past, that certain situations like that did pop up, and you know what? Terry Joel Jr. ended up smashing, dog. Because my intuition at that time told me, go for it, brother. Yeah, go for it, brother. Go for it. So, my intuition told me to do it. So I did it. Sometimes it just do be like that. Some things feel right, some things don't feel right. When it doesn't feel right, I don't go with it. When certain things feel right, I'm like, you know what, I could vibe with this, I could do this. This feels right. This feels like it'd be a good time. This feels like it would make me happy for the time being. Let's do this. Then you do it. I don't think there's a problem with listening to your intuition. Give it a shot, give it a go, give it a chance. If your intuition tells you to reach out to this specific person, reach out to that specific person. I've even done that myself. I've reached out to a female that I've kind of dated in the past before. We went years without talking, and I just reached out. I just simply said, you want to hang out, do something out of that field and stuff like this. She actually liked the fact that I reached out to her. She appreciated it. She was super polite about it. But she was not where I lived at the time when I reached out, and I didn't even know that. She was living pretty far away, like at least a 4-hour drive whenever I reached out. So it just wasn't gonna work. Obviously I could have made a trip, could have hung out with her, stuff like this, but we lived in completely different spots, and she kind of knew what I was hinting to. Maybe we could have tried something. This same girl, believe it or not, I actually turned her down for her grade 12 prom. She asked me to go with her, and I couldn't, and she understood. But I couldn't do it at the time for specific reasons. Certain things that I was handling at the time. I just recently at that time got out of a relationship with my ex at that time, my main ex. And I just couldn't do it. I wasn't in the right mental space. I could not have showed up at prom, gave her the time she deserved, been happy in pictures. I ended up chilling with the guys all the time at this time. It's what a lot of guys do when they go through relationship problems. They'll chill with the boys. We'd get around, we'd stay active, we'd play sports, we'd go back home, we'd smoke some weed, we'd chill, we'd do things like that. And I just wasn't at a place at that time where I wanted to go to prom. And she might have took it a little bit personal, but she understood at the same time. Kind of ruined things a little bit, but I just couldn't make that move. So, I talked to her for a little bit at that time. She was hinting that she kind of wanted a relationship at the time. Maybe not a relationship right away, but getting into the dating stage and then a relationship. And things just didn't work out. She ended up like this was her grade 12 year. She ended up going through summer after that and then going to school far away. So she ended up graduating, getting a place out there, staying out there. And she liked that I reached out, things like this, but some things just aren't meant to be. Sometimes you gotta take a risk. There was a part of me that was like, fuck, like should I reach out? My intuition told me to do it, bro. I swear to God, I don't reach out to a whole lot of girls. I don't. I'm just not that type of guy. But my intuition strongly told me to do this. There's other women as well that had an intuition to reach out to me, to talk to me. And I ended up turning them down, turning them away. And it's no disrespect. It's no ill will or hard feelings. It's just, there's certain things you got to do, man. There's certain things, and I know a lot of you guys are probably in a position where you might want to talk to a specific person, but you feel like you don't want to look stupid. You don't want to reach out first. You don't know what's going to happen. I'm telling you right now, man. For the good or the bad, for whatever happens, if you have a strong intuition to do something, I promise you will not regret doing it. You will regret never knowing what could have happened if you never did it. I like the fact that I reached out to this girl. She was polite about it. She could have made me look stupid. She could have turned me down. She could have clowned me if she wanted to. She didn't do it. She appreciated that I did. She let me know these things. We had a conversation for a second, and then it ended. And it was good. Like, I didn't feel rejected at all. I feel it definitely could have happened if the circumstances was different, but everything happens for a reason. Other things are meant to take place. That's what you gotta know. So reach out to that person. You're gonna get many signs, bro. There's many signs from the universe that you gotta do certain things. You don't want to leave any stones unturned. I no longer have questions like about my past, about certain people in it, certain relationships and connections that I used to have. I've settled things with damn near every girl I was ever with, which is good. And believe it or not, I'm not on bad terms with any of the girls I've ever been with, even the one that screwed me over the most. I don't want to carry on that way. We actually had a conversation ourselves around this time. It was exactly in April of 2021, actually, so exactly a year from now was the last time we spoke, and it ended not bad. She understood that I moved on. I understood that I am not going to give her another shot. Things happened. It's just done. It's over. We got to move on. It is what it is. I wish nothing but the best for you. She wished nothing but the best for me. We move on. It is what it is. We had our time. It was what it was. Things happen the way they happen. There's certain things you just can't take back. And it is what it is. So I just believe, man, I truly believe everything, it's meant to happen for a reason. Things will fall into place the way it's supposed to, and you could be so uptight on a person, Joe. You could just think it has to be. It's meant to be. It should be. Maybe it shouldn't be. Maybe there's something else greater that might take a little bit of time, but it's coming, bro. Like, life's crazy, man. It's very unpredictable. You never know what's going to happen until it happens. So just keep, listening to your intuition. Keep going through the motions of life. Listen to your intuition. If you feel like reaching out to somebody, reach out, man. Don't let that go. Because it's always going to be there. That's the thing. You don't want to let things just build up and always be there. If I wouldn't reach out to that girl, I'd be wondering to this day. This part happened in 2019, just before summer. So that's damn near 3 years from right now. Guaranteed, if I did not reach out to her, I'd still be wondering to this day, what if that was meant to be and I didn't do it? Damn. Well, guess what, guys? I reached out. And I understand that it wasn't meant to be. Something else greater is going to take place. There's greater people in this world that can really make your life a lot better. You can make their life a lot better. This is just how it is. You can get ideas, you can get thoughts that you're meant to be with some person. And maybe it's not it, because something else could come that you don't even know about. That could be so much greater, so much better. So that's this video for today, guys, and I really got nothing left to give in this video, I don't think. I think that's a wrap. Just one last time, reach out, man. Brothers and sisters, I don't care if you're a guy or a girl. Girls want to do this less. Reach out to somebody first. Some of you do have a set of cojones on you. Good on you. Don't let things be untold. Don't let stories go untold. Put yourself out there sometimes, man. Not 100% of the time, but if your intuition is so strong on something or somebody, give it a shot. You will not regret it. I promise you, you will not regret it. It feels a lot better. Leave no stones unturned. It feels a lot better. Give it to her.